How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Yes. Yeah, me too. Thank you for asking. That's awesome. Before we proceed, can you please introduce yourself?
Uh, First of all, thank you for introducing myself. My name is Syed Zain, and I have born and raised in Chikmagalur. I completed my graduation from Vivekananda College of Engineering in 2012 in Computer Science branch. After completing my engineering, I didn't get a chance to work in IT industry. I worked in companies like Infosys and First Advantage for around 4 years. Then I joined NBTS Technologies, where I joined as a sales executive. And after working
Okay.
for 6 months, there was a IJP rolled out in our company where they are looking for candidates who are interested in BI domain. I applied for
Great.
an IJP. Meanwhile, I was preparing for Tableau, and I
Good.
was able to crack the interview, and I started working as a Tableau developer. And
Great.
meanwhile,
Great.
I started learning SQL as well. So I have
Okay.
around 3 years of experience in Tableau and SQL. So I am working. I
Okay.
was working in
Great.
a company with where I used to work with 4 Tableau developers
Okay.
under agile methodology.
Okay. Great.
Yeah,
Yes.
we kept our agile methodology extremely simple, where our project manager used to take handle the role of Scrum Masters. So
Okay.
we don't have particularly called Scrum Master. So project managers used to handle role of Scrum Master, and we
Okay.
used to have sprint planning and scrum calls where we used to discuss what can be done today, what has to be done tomorrow. Also, we used to highlight blockers if we have any, so that we can deal it internally without affecting the life cycle of the project.
Great.
And
Great.
we used to have sprint reviews and retrospective sessions where we used to discuss about positive things about the project, and also we used to discuss what went well and what didn't go well, so that we can
Okay.
improve further.
Okay.
And coming to my work, I was, as I said, I'm working with 4 Tableau developers. I was coordinating with the sales and chat team.
Okay.
So I'm working for a company called NBTS Technologies, which is an online real estate company, which deals with the buying, selling, and renting of houses.
Great.
And sales team, basically their job is to sell the paid plans, paid services,
Okay.
so from which company is getting the revenue.
Good. Good. Okay.
So we used to get the revenue from sales team. I used to
Okay.
monitor the revenue generated by each agent, and
Okay.
also we used to monitor the performance of each agent, so that the better performers will get promotion, and bottom performers will go to PIP. So they will get a chance
Okay.
to 2 more weeks to improve themselves, else they will be removed from the company.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I used to
Okay.
prepare. I prepared charts like bar charts,
No,
pie charts, line charts. Also, I worked on custom charts
Uh,
like
before,
lollipop.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
welcome.
introducing. I need to know about your roles and responsibilities. So can you please elaborate your roles and responsibility?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I worked as a Tableau developer, where I was coordinating with sales as well as chat team. I worked in multiple projects. Uh, First, we used to closely monitor the revenue generated by a sales team as well as chat team. So for chat team, we had KPIs like a number of points for each plan sold by them. So we had separate points. So from that points, we used to calculate their performance. That is one primary KPI. Secondary
Okay.
KPIs we had like response time and acceptance. If they go above these points, they used to get the incentives. Below these points, they will get the show off where they don't get any incentives. Below
Okay.
here,
Got
same
it.
here they used to below bottom performance will go to PIP.
Okay. Great. Already you have explained me. I have got an idea about your workflow, but I'm not able to understand actually how you used to get an work. So can you please tell
Okay.
me where you are getting from, whether
Mhm.
you are sitting or someone else was giving you? Can you please explain me about that?
Uh, Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Actually, it's we have to deal with internal clients. So company founders, we used to treat them as like internal clients.
Okay.
So we used to get from a BA team and internal clients. through our we had our own software called OneView. So we used to
Okay.
get the requirements in slides. It is same like a PPT. We used
Okay.
to get the requirements, and they
Who
used to give the
was
designs.
who was giving that requirement to you?
Uh, we used to get the from internal clients and BA team, business analyst.
Business analyst. You mean to say
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were getting work from the business analytics?
Uh, no, we used to have a Scrum calls, right? So this times we used to get the requirements and
Okay. Was
and
that the
designs.
Scrum Master that you were getting the work from? Is this a
Yes,
process?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Great,
yes.
great. Okay. So next thing I wanted to ask you, what is the data load? How much was the data that you are dealing with?
Yeah, basically, we get large amount of data only when we are calculating a YTD, that is around 10 million of data. So
Okay.
rest of the times for a monthly data or a QTD, we used to have around like same 10 million, around 10 million divided by 12, how much it is? So around 1 million.
Great, great. And what was the connection type you used to
Most of the time we were working on historical data, so we were using extracts.
extract data, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, but is it possible to get extract of if there is a 10 million? You already explained here, right?
yeah, yeah.
So is it possible to get a extract of entire 10 million of data in one
Yes,
go?
we can get, but it will take some time. But yeah, hardly we are getting YTD once in a year, right? So for this, yeah, we used to take extract of this 10 million data.
Okay, but definitely you are getting or you are getting some error sometime.
Yeah, sometimes we used to get a timeout errors.
Okay, and what is the duration for that time of error? After
We
all,
set this duration not more than 30 minutes. We set this duration of 30
okay,
minutes.
so 30 minutes is what you have set the standard time, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So suppose if you are getting the fail error, right,
Mm.
time of data error, then what is the actually the idea that you have to extract the data?
We used to talk to this BA team to data modeling team to remove unwanted data, whichever we're not using, so that we can reduce the workload. And then again, we used to try to upload the data.
Suppose they have removed all the data, still you
Mm,
have around
mm,
10 million of data and still you are
mm,
getting the error.
mhm.
Then what would be your next step?
We used to
Is
create
there any
empty
way?
extract.
Yeah, yeah,
We used to
okay.
create empty extracts.
Okay, you have done those with those work with the empty extract,
Mm.
right?
Yes,
So
yes.
how did you made it? What is empty extract? Can you please explain me?
I have not worked much into empty extract, so hardly we got this an error. Yeah,
Okay, but you just said you used empty extract, right? You have used or you got some help from your colleague or someone?
yeah, I
Right.
got help from also from my
Okay,
colleagues.
great, great. No worries. Okay. So have you ever used blending in your project?
Uh, yes, we were using blending sometimes. Yeah,
What is that?
data blending is a method of combining data from multiple data sources. We had SQL and Excel files, also CSV files. CSV files we used to get from directly from the dashboards. So we
Okay,
had our internal dashboard. So all the data downloaded will be in CSV format.
okay,
So from CSV, it will convert it into Excel. We used to sometimes you get the data from Excel as well as SQL. So here we were using blending.
okay. And what is the main criteria to use the blend? You are just saying you are taking data from
Yeah,
multiple data sources, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
just I
yeah.
wanted to, I need
Mhm.
to know about what is the criteria to blend the data from multiple sources.
First thing is we use to go instead of going for joins, we use blending because uh, it is to remove the building. What it does is first it will take all the the data from all the matching records from all the records from primary data source and matching records from secondary data source. So here it will remove the duplication.
But how you can decide that this is a matching record based on what criteria you are giving? That is what actually I wanted to know. How do you understand? How data will understand that this is matching or unmatching data? What is that criteria?
Aggregation.
Sorry. Okay.
I didn't get. Can you repeat the question again?
Okay, just I wanted to know that actually you just said like matching data that you are taking, right, from multiple data sources.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is the criteria of how can you, get the data? Which field you can consider that this would be the matching field, or that is what actually I wanted to know.
Usually blending, there should be at least one common dimension between them.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. No worries. Good. Have you used join?
Yes, we use joins.
Okay. For blending, what kind of the joining is happen?
Blending, we can say it is like works like a left join.
It's
It gets all the data from a primary data source and matching records from a secondary data source.
okay. Have you worked ever on the relationship?
Yes, we worked in relationship as well.
Okay. What kind of the relationship you have used?
Yeah, many to many. By default, whatever you get is many to many. So we are using many to many.
Many to many.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any kind of snowflake schema? Have you used
Uh,
any schema?
no, I have not worked in a
Star
Snowflake
schema,
schema.
snowflake schema?
The star
No?
schema I worked, not in not
Okay.
Snowflake schema.
So what is star schema?
Star schema is something like it looks like a star where we have a fact table like in the center, and then rest of the tables are around it.
Okay. Fact table, right? So as you
Yeah.
said, the fact table. So can you
Yes.
please explain about what is a fact table?
Fact table means it's a transaction or measure tables, which it contains most of the data.
Measures table. Okay.
Yeah,
And what are
measures
the
of
dimension
transaction.
table?
Sorry,
What
dimension
is
tables
dimension?
contains yeah, most of them they will be like dimensions, only dimensions, and less of measures in
Can you
dimension table.
please tell me the type of relationship?
Here it is
Cardinality.
in cardinality. It is one to many.
One to many and
Yeah, many to one.
many to one. One to many, many to one. I think both
Yes.
we can consider the
Yeah.
same. One.
Yes.
Second,
Many to many.
many to many.
One to many, many to one, many to many.
Perfect, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
great, great. Okay, can you explain me about filter? What is it?
Just filter.
Filter.
Yeah, filters allow us to restrict the data. We
Okay,
have many types of filters.
okay. And
Yeah.
yeah, what kind of those filter? Can you please explain me the flow of filter?
Yeah, it's extract filters, data source filters, context filters, dimension filters, measure filters, and table calculation filters.
Great. And
Yeah.
what is the dimension filter?
The dimension filter is something which we apply on dimensions like city, state, region, and all.
Will you be able to tell me the difference between there is a quick filter and normal filter, right? Do you aware
Yes,
of
yes.
click filter? What is quick filter and normal filter?
Yes, quick filters allow a chance to users for dynamically changing
Great.
changing aspects during the runtime.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Normal filter allows to restrict the data from data from the database.
Have you used set with filter?
Yes, we use the sets. Yes, we use
Okay,
filters with
what is
sets.
set?
Set we can define it is a collection of well-defined objects, or we can say it is a the sets are custom fields or a subset of data that are created based on some conditions. So we were using sets to highlight top n and bottom n performers.
Okay, and what is group?
Group is some things where we can highlight some group can be created with both sets and dimensions. We can create in dimensions. We can create a group, and it will form a higher level hierarchy. Like for example, in a database called Sample Superstore, if you create a group of five people, so
Okay,
that five people will create a group, and if you create a bar chart in this group, only that group will highlight in a single bar chart.
okay. And what is different between set and group?
Sets are dynamic and groups are static. So sets
Okay,
can be created only with dimensions, not with measures, whereas group can be created both with dimensions and measures.
Great, great. Have
Groups
you?
are like
Okay. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
groups can form only a single multiple items into one. Whereas sets
Okay.
will be like a bunch.
Okay. Great. Group is like a bunch, and set is like
Sets is like a bunch. The sets is like a
okay.
bunch.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you used parameter?
Yes, we use parameters.
What is it?
Parameters are like they are dynamic values which are used to replace the constant variables. For example, so if we want to find top 5 customers, so if you want to change it to top 10, again we have to go back to the filter, edit filter, and again go back to the top, and we have to change the values. So instead of changing it again and again, we use parameters here to dynamically change the value 5 or 10. We can have a slider.
Okay.
Based on that, we can change the values accordingly.
Okay. So will it allow multiple value for selection?
No. Parameters won't allow multiple selection. It allows only single selection.
Okay. Great. So what is difference between Heatmap and Treemap?
Heat maps allows to colorful representation in
Okay.
colors. Heat maps will be in inside a table. There will be like rectangular boxes. So bigger the boxes, bigger the value. And we can also highlight one more measure in colors. So darker the color, greater the values, lighter the color, lighter the values. And tree maps allows to find a hierarchical representation. Tree maps is more powerful than heat maps, and
Okay.
tree maps will represent visualization in rectangular boxes. So bigger the boxes, so bigger the value, bigger the boxes.
Okay. Great, great.
Yeah.
I will ask you 3 questions theoretically, then we'll jump into the practical. Hope you have
Sure.
opened the Tableau, right?
Yes.
Tableau tool. If you
Yes.
didn't,
Sure.
open it.
Okay. Should I connect to sample superstore or?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Till it get open. Okay. I
Sure.
will ask you 3 more questions. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So I just need to know what is a control chart.
Control chart is something where we get from analytics tab while using reference lines, bands, and distributions.
Great, great. Have you worked on custom chart ever?
Custom charts. Yeah,
Yes.
like I worked in donut chart, lollipop charts, sunburst
Okay.
charts, and bump charts.
Okay. Can you please just, you said you have created pie chart, bump chart, right?
Yeah, bump chart.
So can you create that bump chart?
Okay. Shall I share
Yes.
the screen?
Sure.
Okay. 1 minute. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay. So this is bump chart.
Bump chart, right? Can you over the
Yes.
okay. See, there is
Okay.
actually
Yes.
if you see the ranking,
Yes.
it's 1, 2, 3 from bottom to top, right?
Yes.
Okay. So is it right? This ranking? It's starting from 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, even this one, 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, right? Now rank you have given 1. For
Yes.
those, there is 1. So I want give the rank who is here at the 4th. At the top, rank should be 1, right?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, Jen,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, what is dual axis?
Dual axis allows to compare two measures in a single axis. Dual axis is applicable for two measures, as it says dual.
Okay, have you
So,
used ever dual axis?
yes, yes. While
Eh,
creating donut charts and lollipop charts and bar in bar charts, bar and line charts.
bar in line. So can you
Yes,
create bar in bar?
sure. Yes. Is it okay?
What you have taken profit and sales, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So the profit range and sales range is same.
Same. Yes.
So do I
Synchronize the
require?
access.
Okay, correct. Perfect. Okay. Have you used LOD?
Yes, we have used LOD.
Where have you used it?
Uh, Sometimes used to get the requirements where we used to have a lower level in the view and used to get the computation in a higher level. So here we were using LODs.
Can you show that in a visual manner?
Sure. So this is the higher level and this is the lower level. So here we are getting computation in a lower level. So
Okay.
we want computation of this higher level. So here we are using LODs. So I'll show you.
Okay. That's great. Okay. Next question I want to ask you that have you ever faced any challenges while working or developing something?
Oh, yes, we used to face challenges. Sometimes during the mid of the sprint, there will be changes in the requirements. So here we have to stop that work, and again we have to start a new project in the mid of the sprint. So here we
Okay.
used to face the challenges.
Okay. Have you ever
Yeah,
faced issue of related to performance?
yeah, as I said during the calculation of YTDs, so that time we used to face the performance.
So how did you get rid of it? How did you come out
Uh,
of that issues?
Yeah, we used to check where we are having unwanted filters. So more the filters, so it will hinder the performance. and we used to take like Boolean and numeric integers instead of using strings, because strings and Booleans were faster than strings.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen, thank you for joining. We'll
Welcome.
let you know about your feedback.
Sure,
So
sure.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Amol.
Bye-bye.